Sherry at the Troll Home Museum, and it's time to unbox more trolls. Yes, I have a passion for trolls. Thank you for watching, subscribe, and I appreciate all my fans. We're going to talk troll today. This is Sherry. I have the world's record largest troll doll collection and the largest pile of trolls anywhere in the world. Follow along and I will show you the incredible trolls that were donated here. And if you stay till the end, I'll tell you which one was the most valuable, rare, and expensive of all these really super cool trolls that came to the museum. From not too far away, a woman collected them most of her life at secondhand places. That's where I get mine. And you can see, big box, kind of all tossed them in there. This was the remnants of her collection. She'd sold some of it off as she was getting older and retired. So first thing we notice is our Smoky Mountain Troll, Arnsbach. This is one of his first ones by Ken, and then his daughter Viv continued the tradition, so you can look for the markings on there. 1978 was that stamp, made of hemp and sisal. They were generic, no hands. Later on they came out with some hands that attached. But this is a beautiful Smoky Mountain Troll with the braids. I'm going to put it right up there. We do sell those in our shop. And we have a really nice collection of them here. So, this bag I already unpacked because it was so cool. But we got a couple books here. Trolls by Susan Miller. This is one of the very first troll identification guidebooks that came out. It's black and white. You can see. She had some images of all different styles and types of trolls and some price points of what those might be worth. So that's a lot of fun to look at. And then it's a damn world. So the fellow that started the iconic troll doll image, Mr. Dam of Denmark, but if you look how it's spelled, D-A-M, he did that on purpose because he thought it was funny. So here's a little joke book. How is Mr. Sullivan? So that was, who remembers Ed Sullivan? So very cool little things in the book. Look, she paid a whole $1.50 for it. Let's see, what other cool things do we have in here? Actually, a lot of vintage. So here is Mr. Dom's original. It was a piggy bank. See, there's a little slit there in the back. Yep, now you can see it. And there was an emblem around there. It says Dom things. Damn things. Don't touch my damn trolls. Rain jacket, really nice condition, felt riveted on. A lot of the collectors don't like to use these because they can't change the clothes because it's a rivet. It's attached this hard rubber body. That's polyvinyl chloride. It lasts forever and ever and ever. Trolls will last forever. Here is a Wishnik. This is before they put the double horseshoes on the bottom of the feet. Little cowboy. He's got some cardboard guns in there. So once again, very nice condition. He has kind of a fuzzy Brillo-like hair, whereas this one, short but Icelandic wool, real organic hair. So two different brands that made trolls early on. And we have a bunch of little ones here. He's got his binoculars. Looks like a soldier, a scout maybe. Hard to say if this was the Dom company or not. They were not well marked at the time. But the hair feels like Icelandic. So got us a little soldier. And then I'm not sure. Once again, the Brillo hair. This was a Wishnik. We have little tabs there. Sometimes people call them tab trolls. What was the point of that? That's what they used to pull it out of the mold when they poured the plastic in the mold. So that's pretty cool. These are the Wishniks. They had themes like pop rock and yeah, see? Wishniks. This is the bendable style. You Need a Doll Company, really nice. It's in the package. You can see they had the 6 different models of the Wishniks, all doing fun things with their slogan. This is your Lovenik. And they had here's another. Oh, we got a whole bunch here. Let's see. They got the Picnic because he's got himself a shopping bag. Their slogan, Rub My Hair for Good. Cooknik. Here's a Quick Nick. I think he looks like he might be a sports fan. He's got shoes on for kicking the ball, kick Nick. And then they had a bigger size, which is, let's see, bride Nick and then a cow Nick. So pretty nice. She's like beautiful red hair. And there again on the back, you can see 6 different variations for these wish Nicks. Rub my hair for good luck. You Need a Doll Company. Somewhere between 60s and the 80s. I would say these came out. Originally sold, you see, $2.47. Yeah, got to get that 47 cents in there. So here's our pile of wish Nicks new in the package. That is pretty cool. From so long ago to find things in the package. Wait, one more. Actually, yep. We have the Nurse Nick. Bride Nick and Nurse Nick. Once again, really nice. Lost a little bit of that, but still have the cool pictures on the back. The No Good Nick. Yeah, that's the guy in prison. Positive messages. Trolls are all about positive messages. We've got some by the Carousel Company, 4 troll dolls. This one's missing some. They had yarn for hair. And these are pencil toppers. Just double checking. Came in a variety of plastic, sold in gumball machines in little round bottles a lot. $1.49 you could get these for. So that's pretty cool to get these new on the card. I do not have that many new on the card ones, but that's pretty cool. Love to see the cards. Now here we have a few more wish Nicks out of the package. This one has rhinestone eyes, so that makes her unique. Actually, we have a series here of 2 rhinestone ones, and this is doll hair. It's stitched on, so they call these Rudies. Rudies because the hair is rooted in the head. So she has some lovely chestnut curls and locks. Cross-dresser, I don't know. Trolls are gender neutral and always socially correct. This looks like a handmade outfit. And it does say on the back about the Uneeda Company. But the rhinestone eyes are very cool and unusual. Not very many came out with those rhinestone eyes. The eyes is one of the things that you always check on the trolls. They can be plastic, they can be painted, and then, of course, the most popular is glass. Now back to our fellow in the rain jacket. Here's some more of Mr. Dom's. Interesting, this one is not a bank, but he looks like the banks. Very similar in dress, but didn't have the bank. Feet look slightly different. Once again, Mr. Dom, when he came out, was very inconsistent with his copyrights, which led to a lot of people copying his troll doll, and he didn't have a leg to stand on. They came in these basic colors, red and green, green and yellow, blue. They also have a pink and white, and they came in couples. Did you notice? The boys have pointed ears, and the girls have rounded ears. So you can see we have 2 girls and 3 guys here, but there's one more. I mentioned the blue and white, the pink and white, little airbrushed, glass eyes. Once again, it's a bank, clothes riveted on. So these came out in the 60s, early 60s, before 65. Now I have a handful more of, so these, sometimes you have to really look. This is a wish Nick, but in the very beginning, the wish Nicks copied Mr. Dom's exactly. Remember we talked about the eyes? This is an S, it's a she Nick. An H is a he Nick. So they have little rivets on their clothes, but they're not attached to the bodies, so you can take them off. Here's a naked one. They had a variety of hair. This is the Icelandic wool. So you know anything with the Icelandic wool hair. This one, look, has no markings. You couldn't tell if is it Mr. Dom's or is it the wish Nicks. Yep, that was part of the original issue. There's another wish Nick. I can tell. It's got that on the back. Plus, you can see whole variety of these fun older ones. The hair's kind of a mess, but it can be cleaned up Wash it with Woolite and soap and water. Never in a dryer, blow dryer. It just air dries, but they all brush out real nice. Now, while the Uneeda Doll Company was making copies of Mr. Dom's company, there was a company in Japan that came up with these. You can see looks real similar. They had this very classic outfit over the shoulder strap, and their hair was once again a whole nother material. It wasn't the stiff Brillo pad like this. See how stiff that is? Holds its shape. This is a really soft, but you can see very volumes, very big hair. So they did a whole cheap, lightweight plastic, and all it says on it is made in Japan. So there's another variety. It's not stitched on, it's just a mass of hair glued to the head. So that's pretty cool.